Sheriff's Department, FBI agents, the weapons I didn't bring, knives and a gun, just because it's a school. Show me your favorite technique. Back up. Take one, so the other guys can show me two.
I guess I'll let you guys know first. What do you want to do?
Go, good job. I'll go ahead with one. You jab this. Okay?
Well, you weren't supposed to go down that easy.
Finish him up.
Straight upwards. Straight upwards. Come around. Straight and try to dog right.
Good job. Okay, so what they did, first one that he did, first one that he did is called Japanese hand. Japanese hand is a very simple technique, but it's one that I do teach to all the special forces. If he had a knife in his hand and he was poking with a knife, you could do the same technique. If he had a gun in his hand, you could do the same technique. The gun is pointing toward him. I'm using two fingers. Down and up. 2 fingers is all it takes. These are joint manipulations that make sense.
Yes.
You can get people to move just by little joint. Good work on those. Technique that he showed you was against a right on right wrist grab. This is just a basic position. It could have been I punched him and he blocked and grabbed my hand, and then we rolled to this position. Finish the technique. It could have been he was grabbing me or with a gun or a knife or something, and you've learned to manipulate those 3 joints and take somebody out. These are real simple techniques. Long kimono, and remember, kicking and martial arts isn't just about kicking and punching. What I teach is actually a scientific physics. He's going to grab with his left hand. I'll put you on this side so you can see. Grab and twist. Guys ever seen this? Yeah, so he went up and then down. Here's the move that he did. Watch this. This is what's cool about learning to do martial arts. I taught him to go up, down, and chop, and that was the effect. If you rearrange the idea of his body motion, I can change the whole technique. With the same move. With the same move.
That's crazy.
You're not going to be required to kick really high, even though you can. We will stretch. To kick somebody in the head is not a nice thing to do, and I'm a very nice person, but if you need to kick them in the head, all you really got to do is bend them over. Boy. You guys have any questions? Anything at all? I'll answer it. Say that again. Good question. How do I commit myself to do this for 36 years in a row? I'm kind of selfish. Once I learned, I never paid for a lesson in my life, ever. My mom wasn't going to do it. So my instructor allowed me to work for him. He ran a tree trimming business, and I cut trees and helped him out from the time I was 11 years old. When I was 12, he let me start teaching. I've been there a year. I took over the kids, and even some adult classes at 12, which was kind of fun. There's a whole bunch of stories in that one. But so I taught every day of my life. What I soon learned is that I get to not change, but help people like this locate the right path and head forward. I don't change people. I'm the mirror, not the reflection. All I simply do is help point the way. It makes me selfish. That's what I do. I just give back. Plus it's fun. Got me girls.
What's your regular diet?
My regular diet, I'll eat anything I want. Yeah. If you want a diet though, I am a certified personal trainer, and I can set you up on a diet if you want. I'm not, I'm 230 pounds, I'm 6 feet tall. So I eat pizza, drink a lot of water, whatever I get my hands on. You're supposed to be a Buddhist, you're not supposed to eat a lot of meat. You're not supposed to kill for unnecessary reasons, but if it's dead in the store already,
Right.
you might as well eat it. Any other questions? Yes? I have taught in Argentina and Chile. I'm going back to China in June this year. I'll be there for 15 days to train at the Shaolin Temple with the abbot. I am one of only a few white boys that'll have permission to open a Shaolin Temple here in Traverse City. And that's what we're working on. So I'll bring the cultural scene.
How was that experience working?
What's that?
How was that experience being there and stuff? Like,
In other countries?
yeah, like.
Until you learn the language, it's very weird because you rely on other people to talk for you. And I talk a lot, in case you didn't notice. And for somebody to translate everything I'm saying is kind of weird. But this trip to China is going to be awesome.
What's like the temple being around like monks and stuff?
Actually, it's no different than at the dojo. We're all a big family. We have a blast. It's dirty because you get to sleep on floors and
Right.
stuff. It's pretty cool. Any other questions?
Have you ever kicked anybody's butt?
Unfortunately, I fought almost every day of my life from junior high through high school. I was shot. I was stabbed. When people found out that I was a martial artist, it became, hey, let's pick on Mr. Adkins. And, it wasn't always fun. It was never fun, excuse me. It was never fun. But I learned what worked and what doesn't work.
So did you use the moves that you learned
Yes.
to help you?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it got so bad that it got to the point where I would learn a technique like this 1 week. I would go to school knowing that something's going to happen. And in my mind, I would go, I'm going to use that technique no matter what. What's really funny about it, and not that fighting's funny, is I learned a bear hug technique. Against this, if somebody grabs you in a bear hug. So I go to school, the fight starts, some bully's picking on me. What am I thinking? I want him to get me in a bear hug. So I'm turning my back to him. Go ahead, punch me in the head. But I found that the technique still works. So yeah, unfortunately I had to use it.